Hello traders, Adhere Forex here and welcome back to another episode of Forex Focus. Here we do some analysis of the Forex market every single week. We discuss what happened in the previous week and also what we are expecting for the coming week. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's get straight into the video. First off, let me go over the trade that I took in the previous week, right? So this was on Tuesday, so let me just go to the daily time frame to actually explain why I saw my reason for this trade, right? Now note, these candles were not created. Tuesday candle, daily candle was not created already, right? So the only candle I was seeing was this Monday candle. I did not trade on Monday, right? So this is GU and my bias was this, right? I saw this order block, right? I saw this order block and I was actually expecting the market to actually respect that order block, right? Because we have an imbalance here. If the market is going to respect the order block on the smaller time frames, we have to see like a change of character. Like we have to see that okay, the market is actually bearish on the smaller time frames, right? So you have to see something like, you know, maybe something like this, right? And you know, all right. So that was what I was expecting on the smaller time frames, right? These places are point of interest where liquidities are, right? Where liquidities are. Below here are sell stops. Below here are sell stops, right? These levels are very, very key. They are very, very important. Let's just move on to the 15-minute time frame without wasting you guys' time. All right. So I actually took this trade pre-London, right? I took this trade pre-London session, right? Now, why did I take it? We had this high, and then we had this high. So we took out this high, and then we also took out this high. So that was a liquidity pool for me, right? And then what did I see next? I was expecting the market to actually take out this low, right? To grab the liquidity of this low. So after seeing this, right, and I saw this gap, I saw this fair value gap, I saw this imbalance, right? I was like, okay, yes, I was gonna take my trade from this block, right? It was actually a London trade. I took my entry right here, and then my stop loss above here. My stop was actually 10 pips, right? If it was if it was a beginner that took this trade, you might have actually closed around here. It happens a lot, right? Where I'm gonna take a trade and the trade will almost hit my TP and then reverse to my entry and then come back to hit my target, right? So basically, I actually do not trail my stops, right? With this my particular strategy, I do not trail my stop losses. Now for the take profits, what was I looking for? The points of interest, right? Now my first point of interest was this area, right? There's an imbalance right here, and guess what's happened? The market actually respected it. Look at the consolidation here before breaking, right? So I took this trade. This was a really nice trade. I just later I'm gonna pop up a screenshot of my entries and everything. So it was a really nice setup and I'm grateful for that. 3RR trade, smooth. So on Wednesday I was not able to take any trade, and then so this trade actually I did not take it. I missed it, but I'm glad I actually missed it because of Ramadan. I'm fasting, so I slept off. Actually, I had analyzed this in the midnight. Yeah, I had done my analysis in the midnight, right? What I was expecting from the market and then everything. But then when I woke up, by the time I woke up, the trade had gone. Like I was not able to take it, and of course it sucked. But the reason I missed the trade was because of Ramadan. So now look at this again. If I had taken this trade, look at this. Same thing happened. Before hitting my take profit, came back to entry and then came like that, right? So it happens more often, right? So it's more of the same concept, right, with that one. And then let me just go to the last trade I was expecting, right? Or on Friday I was supposed to take this trade, but it's not gonna work every single time. There's no perfect strategy. There's no holy grail in this Forex market, right? So so I saw this. Okay, let me give you guys the reason for this trade, right? We had this trend line. And then guess what? When we have a trend line, we are doing what? We are building liquidity, right? So the market broke out of the trend line, took out this liquidity, right? And then come back up. The market came back up, created this small high. If you actually go to the smaller time frames, like the 1 minute or the 3 minutes time frame, you see that the market actually grabbed these liquidities with this candle, right? Grab the liquidity and then came back down, right? We definitely had a market shift in the smaller time frame, and then came back down, broke structure right here too, right? I saw this imbalance. There's an imbalance here, there's an imbalance here too. So I just placed my sell limit right here, right? Normally I do go for 1 to 3 RR. That's the way I trade, man, and that's how I've back tested, and it works for me. But then the market did not come to tag me in. So guys, this is the US dollar index on the weekly time frame, right? Now what do we see here? How did the week close? What happened in the previous week? What we see here is this: we had this massive week, right? This massive week. And guys, if you actually been following me for the past week or two, or if you've watched my previous videos, you're gonna actually realize that I actually predicted this. So let's just go to the daily time frame to see what we've got there. Now guys, if you remember, I told you guys we had this, I think it's on the weekly, yeah. Now I told you guys this is a weekly order block, right? This is a weekly order block, and then we had this fair value gap right here. And guess what? The market actually respected it. It's a no-brainer, guys. Now, what we're expecting in this coming week, I'm expecting an expansion, right, towards the upside. I'm expecting an expansion towards the upside, right? This is clear and straightforward. It's very, very simple. If you actually watched my previous video, the way I explained it, you would understand how this market works. So we talked about market breaking this structure, right, and then coming to respect this weekly order block, right? And then guess what the market did? It obviously respected it. So now what we are expecting now is this, right? We should be seeing an expansion towards the upside. That's what I'm expecting for the coming week on US dollar index. Just know that the market is not predictable 100% all the time, right? Just do your best and leave the rest. That's just how the market works, right? So let's just go to Gbpusd. All right, so this is GU on the daily time frame, right? First off, let's see how the weekly candle closed. Now we can see that the body is also smaller than the week, right? The body is smaller than the week. Now on the daily time frame, what do we have here? Now, as I've explained in the beginning, I'm expecting GU to actually respect this order block. I'm expecting an expansion towards the downside on GU, right? So let's just go to the H4 to see what we have there. Now, as we can see here, we've had a change of character on the 4 hours time frame for Gbpusd, right? If you use this as your low, as you can see, the market broke it. If you use this, the market broke it also. Now what I'm expecting from GU in the coming week, right, is this. Now there's an imbalance right here, right? There's an imbalance right here. Let me just highlight it so you guys can see. So the market might actually, we might see something like this, tap into this, then probably come down. This is what I might be expecting from this. So we might be seeing some retracement towards the upside short term, right? Short term, we might be seeing some retracement towards the upside short term, but long term, GU is bearish, right? So let's just move on to all right, guys. So actually this AUD USD pair, I've not been trading it. I've actually stopped trading AUD USD. I just want to focus on Gbpusd alone. Now AUD USD is actually crazy, right? So the week closed kind of in a range, right? This is the daily time frame. Actually, let's go to the 4 hours time frame. As you can see here, the market is actually sitting on a trend line, right, on the 4 hours time frame. Well, if you are gonna, let me just analyze quickly, do some quick analysis of my own. Although I'm not gonna be trading this pair, right? I'm not gonna be trading it. But as you can see on the 4 hours time frame, we actually broke structure, right? We broke structure right here. We broke structure right here too, right? So, and then we have this. I had this imbalance right here. We had this imbalance, so this is definitely an order block, right? So AUD USD too, we might be expecting, something like this. You should be expecting something like this in the coming week for AUD USD also. So I think that's that for you. Don't let us overcomplicate analysis, right? So guys, that takes us to the end of today's video. As you guys can see, I actually only analyzed the Gbpusd and the US dollar index like in detail, right? So if you guys actually want me to explain to analyze a particular pair for you guys, just drop it in the comment section and I will definitely go over it in the next video. Also, do make sure you follow me on my social medias, on Instagram and Twitter. I use the same handle, @Forex01, @Forex01, right? So guys, make sure you trade safe in the coming week. Make sure you stay safe, stay true to your trading plan, stay true to your analysis. Do not jump from one trading strategy to another trading strategy. So guys, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.